penalty. Rainawi, and he can't do it. He can't do it. Taking one for the Dutch, and he can't score either. So, not on the board yet. And still, oh, it's over the line. Verbruggen thought he saved. Weghorst, puff of the cheeks, puts it away. Timber drags it wide. Dependable from the spot. Usually dependable from the spot. Somerville with penalty number 5. Somerville! Bono stands tall. Saibari! Morocco's moment once again.
Complexity of how much time is remaining in this match.
Yeah, they haven't thrown any players forward with their advance, and they'll take the ball to the corner, of course. It will be a corner kick. Well, I don't think the Paraguayan players are too pleased with the fact that Kylian Mbappe is playing with such a smile on his face, but as things stand, with 30 seconds left to play, it is Mbappe's penalty. Additional minutes. They're not happy with the position of Mbappe, and it won't matter. The French machine does indeed mark.
Yamal. Yamal. Has he got something special? Reimer says no.
Ball into the wall and allow them to move at the right time. It comes Ronaldo straight into the blue wall.
Ball from Hugo Gomez and to the arms of his goalkeeper, although
Weghorst looking to win it. Will it drop here for Gakpo? And using it. Just bounced up.
Santos, there's Guimaraes. Oh, and he's knocked out and thumped away by Taniguchi.
That's the worry for Morocco though.
Hakimi is in. The captain of Morocco with a chance. And what a fabulous challenge.
Mbappe's gone down. Off the ball challenge, and
Dominant control on both sides of the ball, as again Paraguay has forced the fake chances.
Mbappe's gone down, and I think there was maybe just a kick out there.
Stroud is cornered. Saliba won't let him escape, nor indeed Upamecano, until eventually they're penalised.
Nothing to really challenge. The goalkeeper who launches the ball forward quickly. And here comes Mbappe. Huge chance, but he just takes his time. A touch too long. They want. The corner's been taken quickly. France trying to catch out the Paraguay back line, firing into the side netting.
A little back flip there to keep possession.
Joins the play, Maheka with Saibari, and they're face to face, those two. You can't see it on your screen at the moment, but they squared it.
He goes down. The appeals are there from the French fans. Nothing is given. And then what's the attack from Miguel Almiron, who is chasing and chasing and chasing, but a firm. You see him take the ball up to the corner, and now, well, that's taken it out of. Well, a crowd of Paraguayan players stood around Ousmane Dembele.
But you wonder if Ousmane Dembele is deflecting, who's really going to take it.
It's Mbappe who steps up and rolls the ball into the back of the net. Was it ever in doubt?
In goes the cross, Matanovic gets a flick on it. It's in!
feet. Mbappe.
Third of the way through this first period of extra.
Mbappe tries to wrestle his way free, looks away the referee, and well, there's a handful of pushes there, and quick to react was the referee, but now he's in the middle of a large scuffle here, and even the goalkeeper has come over just to diffuse things, and that is somewhat helped from Orlando Hill, who was quick off his line to just calm things down.
It's deep, it's back across! Did it cross the line? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Amazingly, it did not. And now the counter is on for Japan. Junya Ito. Maeda streaking through the middle. There's others up there as well. Nakamura. And an opportunity wasted. Wow, drama at both ends.
Fantastic, but you feel like you're on another latitude. In towards Ronaldo. Great control! What a goal! Offside! Ronaldo's moment is extinguished by the offside flag being waved by Isaac.
Yamal against Lima again. That was a nervous moment for the Bayern. Mal instead. Through the legs of Lima. Through the legs of Lima, but Sabitzer was Yamal. Around Lima, still going Lamine Yamal. Yamal again with those two players ahead of him. Toro trying to profit around the stadium when Yamal has the ball at his feet.
Here come Argentina. Here comes Messi. Falls to the floor. Right under the referee's nose. Yellow.
Wide on that left-hand side, and then just gives him a little bit of freedom to pick his passes. What a pass!
Lovely ball, shoots for Croatia! Offside! He doesn't know it yet, but he's offside.
He does now. Eustachio's in swing, a great delivery, but Beto the header comes back out here. It's Cornelius. Buchanan denied by Williams. Two great chances for Canada, but they couldn't find the net.
Platini. And here they are. But here's Messi looking to restore Argentina's lead, and Bosinia's denied it. Corner.
Like, if Messi's not going to take this, which is very unlikely.
Messi takes it. Clawed away by Bosinia. Collective breath. As Messi fires in the free kick, and Valles. Messi denied by Bosinia. Costa looking for Lautaro Martinez. The shot's a quick one, and it was.
Couldn't quite hold on to it in the end. And when we say a match is hard to call,
That's
And some decision-making, good decision-making from Luca Dean.
right. We've seen a lot of the ball since coming on. Free.
well, we all know that Ralph. Well, they nicked a goal before the end of the first. This is nice. Quick fire passing from Austria. Doesn't lead to anything in the end, but to try and tee it up. Bosinia's missed it. Oh, and it's just past the post. Pico Lopez will be mighty relieved he was able to turn that wide of the post.
It will be Stefan Eustachio with this one curled in. Cornelius with a header. Straight at Ronwyn Williams. Derek Cornelius couldn't make the connection. Segura as Canada can break forward. They've got the numbers as it's rolled through towards Oluwaseyi. It's Tani Oluwaseyi. Williams with a save. David couldn't get there. It's behind. What a clearance. It's a corner for Canada. And it's Mboasi getting back to save.
Gyökeres. Saliba's keeping him honest again.
He's not happy. He is not happy at all. Rafael curling ball. Ramos! Gonçalo Ramos for Portugal!
Barcola. Still going. And he's still going. Oh, that's great defending from Paraguay.
Looking to put the game out of sight of Austria, and they would have done, but for a brilliant goal line clearance.
for Somerville. Perfect pass, and Somerville is in, and the cover from Diop.
Well, the intensity has stepped up a level. And down goes the Escalata.
There's not such a great ball, however. Pasalic retrieving it for Croatia. Kovacic again, a great diving run! Oh, he's in the post! Vlasic, Matanovic, Kovacic again! Tipped over the top by Diogo Costa.
Wow. Gowley stuck at the last minute.
I think he wants the ball put out of play. You can see why.
Havertz is making Hill wait. Here he comes. It's a brilliant save! Mauricio. And he went the same way, but he was too powerful for Neuer. And it is... And Hill makes another stop! Sanabria. He's missed it! Win. Denies him. Oh, what a story for him. And he's blazed it over the top. It's a dread. Surely this time for Paraguay. He does score. Paraguay's most powerful World Cup result in their history. And it gets that sharp challenge, but fair one, and Romero in there swiftly on Da Costa.
Yeah, it's not the first time I've seen a couple of really do that. They sit back. It's a group stage before as well. Romero's just very, very willing and awake.
Rosinha took a bit of a chance there. This is Rosinha. Alvarez may run through the middle and can't quite on the end of it. Rosinha gets it away from Cabot.
Spell though for the Netherlands. And Morocco looking to open them up. Hakimi's in! And Verbruggen held his position.
The goalkeeper's in no man's land.
Looking to put the game out of sight of Austria.
And the follow-up still has to be cleared. It isn't. Lamine Yamal.
Richie Larea goes down. It looked like a penalty. And the referee has given a goal kick for now. It looked like Richie...
Fully fear that they can topple one of the big European sides, but Somerville, was he brought down? Referee says no.
And this is Jules Koundé. It's in the post.
Now Danny Olmo can be lethal in these positions. Referee right up with the Andrea. Chasing shadows here, Austria.
Robbie, went Diop. Told to leave the field because of the wound.
But they're not happy, Morocco.
Dumfries trying to find the room, and that's Raul.
The referee's whistle is gone.
Here's the goal scorer, Sano.
On that occasion, Saibari, one of the more impressive players in this tournament there.
Popped it to halfway and beyond.
France and Sweden are not short of...
Morocco corner into the net post, flicks on, somehow doesn't.
Rather than a Romero goal, but here at the other end, well, that took a deflection which fell kindly for Argentina.
Portugal have started much the better. His curling ball in is delightful. Livakovic came for it. The decision is a goal kick. João Cancelo, that's a lovely ball. I don't know how they didn't get a touch. Bruno Fernandes and Ronaldo running it. Brown's cross.
Poked in towards Havertz. Collision with Caceres.
into the box. Cripple comes and claims. That should just about be enough.
Ravenberg has his pocket picked, and Van Hecker goes in. Advantage being played for Morocco. Can they take advantage?
Keeps going, is Desiree doing? That's a great run. He goes down. The appeals are there from the French fans. Nothing is given. Now they have to hold off the attack from Miguel Almiron, who is chasing and chasing and chasing, but a firm.
That winner who got hurt in the first game against the Netherlands. So that's a number of really key guys.
Fortman back goes off the foot of Defuzerol. Out to the left side, and then this shot goes wide. Police.
Latest Germany corner. And the header finds the net from Tar, who towered to the round of 16. The goal does not count.
For 2 or 3 minutes now. It's Messi's delivery. Pinpoint. McAllister almost on the end of it. They're claiming a handball. They're all...
He is mildly irksome, but Didier Deschamps has very, very little to complain about right now in terms of his national football.
A back line. There'll be some pleasure in having Almiron back, who has wriggled his way forwards. Ran out of room.
Lopez Cabral. He whips it in and brings the save from Emi Martinez. Goodness me.
He certainly fancied it up.
It's a yellow card for Ruben Dias here. That's early.
Fourth consecutive time. Mbappe goes down. Dembele. Power on the delivery.
And support. It's a danger. And David with a ball through for Liam Miller, who might be in on goal. It's Liam Miller towards the box. Miller cutting inside. He's got Jonathan David on the edge of the area. He's won the corner, but maybe should have shot.
Saibari tries to duck inside, caught in two minds, and now Somerville bring it away.
Now stars in the stands, stars on the pitch. Japan have stolen it. Sano driving them forward. Still Sano!
Arnautovic. Simon having to adjust.
It has all been France. Can they find the open goal? It's headed up high. Open back down. There'll continue to be a scramble. Oh, nothing. Cornet. Here's Rabiot. Had a couple of good opportunities and goes again. Who fires into a crowd of French fans behind the goal.
By Lionel Scaloni.
With great numbers, but we'll start there to Miguel Almiron. Head down is no one yet to see, so not yet clicking through the gears in terms of pace, but now he stayed down, but it's Almiron who has the ball at his feet. Given away far too easily. What can Paraguay do here? It's sent out for a corner.
Elise again, and Dembele. And Mbappe! How they twinkle! Elise, oh sweet, sweet! Mbappe, so sweet! This football is from the heavens.
El Canoes, lovely ball in. Saibari is penalised.
Maurizio with the corner. The header, it nearly came the way of Bobadilla.
Yamal's corner, right on top of the goalkeeper. Will it drop for Cucurella? The whistle has gone. Spain are furious, but straight away.
Čanovic
Kovacic on the turn, Vitinha trying to dig it out, Kovacic bursts through, Mateo Kovacic, side netting, via a deflection.
Through the legs of Lima, but Savic, who was the covering player.
Still having a reasonable share of the game, Cabo Verde, despite falling behind once more. Oh, they've equalised! Sidney Lopez Cabral! And this team just will not lie down. What a moment! Take it in! World Cup story is extraordinary. And it is not over yet.
Wow, what a goal. That is going to be one of the goals of the tournament. He can't believe it himself. What a strike.
It's a ball from the blue. And it's 2-2.
Mendes forward ball, Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao's a shot on. Oh, it's a fabulous effort. Cannons off the bar. Pedro Neto with the...
Two behind the ball. It is Baena. And the follow-up still has to be cleared. It isn't. And Lamine Yamal can't make it 2-0.
Vinicius Junior. Twist. Well, they give two. Defenders the slip. Bounce-Anaka.
Be an in-swinger from that far side. Again, bodies on the deck. But right now, for Paraguay, they'll have great intuition about the quality of service, a good idea of where it's supposed to be landing. So then it's about the timing of your
near side. Not interested. This is Tomayana here.
And he's trying to get in behind Sano.
Back closer, and Thomas Müller had more goals for Germany at major tournaments this century than Havertz.
2025 in this stadium, the defeat against Mexico in the semi-final, the win against the US in
Yokohama.
between them, but we're still looking for the first breakthrough here as we approach half-time. Referee had a good...
To his teammate for club and country, Gakpo, couldn't repay the favour.
Numbers back, but it's played through, and Johnston trying to chase on, got a touch to it, but couldn't find Oluwaseyi.
Just the one goal.
So low, now have to chase the game.
That's it. You just nailed. And again, another heavy.
Lengthier this time.
Johnston's kept it in play as it comes for Oluwaseyi. Now Miller.
Finds his way back into the action as the ball's taken out to the corner flag, and it will be a goal kick.
Cesar, he tried to dribble his way out of danger.
Changes with Defugeron for Bombito and Segura in midfield for Saliba.
Completely fully fit. Mendes cuts inside, and he stumbles. The referee says no way.
Back by Goodmanson.
South Africa happy to get it just out of play.
Petr attacking and stumbling at the feet of Renato Vane.
That man, Lionel Messi, obviously got a number of players that can strike the ball from that sort of distance.
Jonathan David with a header through towards Jacob Schaffelberg. Schaffelberg against Embalazi.
Semedo got lost at the back post and he was in real trouble. He lost the flight of the ball completely.
Deflection.
Corner. Ivanovic is going backwards for the ball. It's launched away. Downfield there are four.
On Satoli. Satoli's play on the good. It's Mahopa. The Orlando Pirates attacker playing the ball inside Diffusion.
Corner. That's a look.
For the first time since hosting in 2010, Johnston just gets a glancing header on that and out of play.
Well, Orlando Hill, I think, is asking whether...
We're a crowded man at the moment, and Cesar's delivery was swirling, and it came all the way through.
Reached the knockout stages in their debut since 1992. Since
Still feels like that's for the Netherlands to open the scoring. Riyad is on the ground.
Against the 9 men. Tajon Buchanan putting pressure on here. And Boazi defending it.
Vicious delivery. The goalkeeper was really struggling here. He was coming through a crowd. Rudiger towards Voltemada, who was crowded out. That's an interesting one, obviously. Galazza was so confident that was going to...
And the heat has played into everything. Every role of this... And we've just seen a collision as the players are making their way off the pitch.
Towards its collective breath. As Messi fires in the free kick and Bosnia gets enough on it. And it will be Cabo Verde's ball.
To Paraguay, so Sanabria in 5 minutes and all the way through.
And Lautaro Martinez and Bosnia just able to grab the ball inside his penalty area. Yeah, just those key moments as Cabo Verde survive. Bosnia might want to get rid of that.
Haaland 5, Mbappe 5. Actually, it's gone over. Coutinho appeared to have it on the offside.
Mendes. Kovacic has done brilliantly there. He really has.
Here's Elise. Conjure up here, Manuel Deschamps has had. Elise.
A couple of opportunities in transition moments to cause some problems. But with Avalos, and as a player, sometimes when you don't feel like things have gone well in the first half, you're just looking for that little bit of change.
He wants to get back to his feet quickly here because the ball's at the boots of Michael Elise.
Rafael Leao. And a minimum of 10 added minutes. Oh, where's that? Running at Stanisic again. And Stanisic has got a good foot.
Just off from Meccano. That's the pace to burn, despite doing so much running already. Loses out, and it will go down as a throw for France, but he didn't realise, he was geeing up the crowd. Didn't realise that the throw would...
But this is where Julian Ciso needs more help. He's up.
Well, getting a little bit more end-to-end now, within the realms, of course, of this game.
4 times where that ball's gone into him and he just keeps bouncing it backwards.
Vitinha trying to wriggle through, dispossessed by Luka Modric.
Ball back for Endrick. Now Tanaka quickly on the scene to, well, win it and then lose it. Guimaraes. Pass through, what about Martinelli? Brazil are heading through to the round of 16.
Pedri into Dani Olmo. Almost.
Into Alvarez, who finds Messi. Lovely little exchange, and Alvarez still sniffing around. Striking the defender in the midriff. Argentina going to have a call.
In fact, the South Korea win was their first since December the 29th, when they beat Zimbabwe in the African Cup of Nations group stage.
Already. No foul on Simon. Listen to the roar.
In a position of promise. Love their response too. Brazil puts pressure on him. Gets him.
Olmo breaks now for Cucurella and Baena. Oh yes, 2-0.
Oh, what an effort Somerville's put in. He's stretching for that, and that's a stretch for it.
Foul on the run. Downs uncovered.
Does do here. So sick on his feet. Keeps skipping, goes down. Well, he's signalled.
You think he could come out for it, and then when it's clipped in this manner, his starting position's good.
At Limassol in Cyprus. John still pushing forward. Buchanan tried to get that one. Modiba is back there, but Buchanan almost.
Big France. A much improved second half for Paraguay. Can they break here? The clock is ticking down, 15 seconds left to play.
Medina, Alvarez, here's Messi coming to life. Shot to the floor.
He spotted Endrick. Split away, few appeals for a penalty from behind.
Corner for Germany from the chief provider Betts. The flick on. It was loose inside. Sané. An awful lot of credit for that. to that ball at the moment. Sane creeping beyond, goalkeeper committed, tried to tee it up for Unda. Who has that's Hans Alonso there.
Barker. Well, Malone goes down, I think give it.
Ito. Looked like a foul. Ruben Dias.
Here's Jonathan David, who of course has a World Cup hat-trick, and he's trying to steal the ball.
That is a waste, to say the least. Down here. Ronaldo's made a run. It was off the head of Schutalo and put behind
Buchanan. South Africa are battling well.
Delaney Bimba, the winger.
All of France in raptures. This is a French team who is enjoying every single moment of this.
Up by Lagerbielke.
By Vlasic, here's Rafael Leao. A stumbling Stanisic.
Making changes in game and impacting matches. That is, without doubt, could be.
What can they do here? Somerville.
The Germany-Paraguay game. What is going to be allowed to pass and what isn't.
Kyo there as well. Oliver Shea trying to go all the way.
Goes the corner, difficult to deal with. Bono, but the goalkeeper.
Austria won the group, which also contained Brazil, and that was the last time that Brazil.
Back from a long injury layoff, and they'll be happy to get 60 minutes out.
Now he feeds it in. Brahim Diaz trying to wriggle to find the room.
Tuck him over.
Unai.
Backing situation now.
Morocco will push again. Yassine, he loses it.
They have to try and deal with Canada's biggest.
In goes Hato.
Are doing a good job between them in the middle of the pub. A round of 16 matchup against either Portugal or Croatia.
The nerves are really rattling. Kluivert.
And Boazi, Schaffelberg again.
Forcefully forward towards Havertz.
Back and rank in the way of Mukadeen. Can he keep the ball?
Tim Darlene was a scorer then, I believe. He's with us here somewhere today.
Is that a foul?
Greatest result in World Cup history.
I imagine, Mark, it's not just a physical intensity of the games, but mentally draining.
Alphonso Davies with the trickery on the edge of the penalty area.
In Taz's positioning, he gives others a chance.
They can score. They've got gold in them.
That's moving for Germany. Havertz down into Navy.
Crepo away.
He's taken the ball off the Ballon d'Or. And he's fed it up here to Gyökeres, who is hauled over by...
Varela, and still it's a goal kick.
Jersey, which is incredible, and he could have represented
shape and be solid against one of the hosts in the Azteca.
So is the Brazilian fans, making this just a spectacular.
Bruno Fernandes, good challenge. Luka Modric.
Gabriel.
Petar Šučić trying to advance. Well, they're convinced that
Larrea up against Maseko.
Bruno Fernandes at the back post, and Rafael Leao.
It's not a bad ball either. This is Ritsu Dua.
To get there before Miller made a good run in behind.
Certainly an open game inside the
Croatia have managed to work and battle their way towards the hub.
It's a nice touch. But it didn't work.
Loftus, Oliver Shea finds him. It's Jonathan David, couldn't get the shot away.
Superb is the second touch, which he just allowed to get away from him and gave Dumfries the
Tanovic, but robbed by Ruben Dias.
Just blazing his side. That challenge had to get it right, and he seemingly did. But the danger still not close.
Nelly Furtado is here today. She is Canadian.
Out there, but the approach is
Change for Jesse Marsh's side. All the way towards Jonathan David.
He is robbed. Somerville, no foul.
Petar Šučić. And it's come straight back to him. Petar Šučić ran it.
Weghorst trying to flick it on again. You can see Somerville making the run, but he's going to be picked
there. Good in the air, Cornelius. He just mistimed it.
No, this. The lift ball shot on him, but he's still
full of running.
Deal with it.
Bernardo Silva in field to Nuno Mendes.
Brought down by Miller here. The challenge coming from Modena.
Rodri's challenge, but
he's on to. He's got Mahopa in the middle. Apolis couldn't get past Bombito.
He wasn't looking for that, but De Jong. De Jong. Timber as he moves from
Larea down the left side. Moise Bombito has certainly looked much more like himself than we saw.
His own. Murray goes back.
Wants to get the ball away.
Easy place over the last couple of group games. Solo O'Shea
up against Tar. Trying to back.
International goal, Pedro Porro of Tottenham Hotspur.
Ball for Germany is Mecha.
Copa America as well. 11 competitive games, won 3, lost 3 and tied.
For a brilliant goal line clearance.
Briefly, Richie Larea back defending. And back putting the pressure on.
For Everton Unda to get on the ball.
Spurs. One back by Eustachio, and he's
changed the angle of the pass, went for Pavlovic instead.
In history.
Squeaked through and found Diego Gomez.
Again, a really vital piece of defensive work.
Buchanan couldn't get there ahead of Mboazi, who styled the defender, really was.
Brown who slipped and then regained his balance, but the moments had gone.
A goal and 2 assists in these matches. 12 successful, 1 beat.
Who is arguably only in this Germany team because of the injury to Nico Schlotterbeck.
Gonzalez, he's got the ball right where he'd sit.
Ciso and Miggy Almiron for France. It's rare that they're going to face a high line to be able to use.
Just hurried away up towards Caballero.
Larea just caught out there.
Theatrics of Galazza, who's got the free kick.
I think Galazza
Next little bit here of this game, 50 minutes plus time added on.
So a decent level of energy in the Cabo Verde side.
So now it's Germany to face one of their Achilles heels.
Which space?
Well, the temperature, despite the shade across the stadium, is
about that.
Semedo, by the way, a left-sided player. Well, he can play either side, actually.
He's got a bit of pace to the play now.
Also a lover of science, Gustavo Alfaro.
do it. Doesn't get there.
We've now gone beyond the...
Moriba gliding over halfway. Segura has to be...
For these two centre-backs.
He's been trying to throw...
Very slim daylight to get his shot off.
But
Kai Havertz for Germany. It's a free kick.
Oh, that's a silly.
Caballero continuing.
Dembele saw an adventurous run from Bradley Barcola
to regain the initiative because he looked like he was going to be in trouble.
It was a big call as well, wasn't it, to change your keeper like that?
Davies on the ball down the left side. He'll pull it back into the edge of the box as he
No matter what's happened in the manager's private life, so yeah.
We want to avoid extra time if possible. Strong arm there from Lisandro.
Pleasure to watch them go about the business today. Don't forget it in Herrera.
Canada, there's no need to go back to defenders or goalkeepers.
Lopez Cabral.
Elanga across goal. And
they won the World Cup. Here he goes.
He's got a trick. And he's also got Jean
suspension after the red card suffered against Turkey for covering him.
Find the opener. It's Dembele. He's been marked on either side. Always there as well. They'll take this corner short. Let's do it.
A player for France, based on the former players in front of them, the fatigue that they're dealing with.
Game so far in the World Cup, but of course it is a sign of champions as he to send it over.
And it's going to be the third.
Dembele tees something up there. The header almost.
Good turn by Cabral. They're just not being given an inch, are they? Tino be a little bit nervous here. No foul, says the referee. It was very well placed to see the.
Because of that long delay determining whether that Germany goal was going to.
Thing on the header, let alone up and over the goalkeeper to the far post.
Well, a touch of the dark arts and a wry smile on the face of Kylian Mbappe. So now
Messi's delivery is a good one, and it's a third goal for Argentina. Cristian Romero. This time Messi the provider.
Now, it's been quite the party here in Philadelphia, as the masses who have flocked